Good afternoon. I'm really happy to be here today at this virtual conference. My name is Melissa Ahmed, and I'm the owner of an engineering consultancy company called Techwuman. I'm here today to give you an insight into my career so far, how I promote gender equality within the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and maths industries, and to showcase the opportunities available to you. I'd like to start by talking about how important it is to have female leaders within STEM industries to look up to and to be inspired by. So what is a female leader? A female leader is one who is passionate about advocating change and identifying innovative ways to improve solutions. So women have come a long way throughout the years, from gaining the right to vote to being able to join engineering institutions and flying an aircraft. This is mainly due to strong female leaders standing up for what they believe in and paving a path for the rest of us to follow. We look to role models who already guide us in other aspects of life. We follow the most popular TV shows, the latest fashion trends, and the newest songs by following trending artists. In the same way, we need successful female role models in technology and engineering to demonstrate that they are an option for women, despite both being male-dominated industries. This is why I am an advocate for women in STEM industries, and here is my story so far. I was born in the Maldives in 1994 and lived there till I was 4 years old. We then moved to Manchester in the UK for me and my sister's education. Since I was young, I've always been very creative and curious, spending hours exploring and trying to understand how things worked. Growing up, I was inspired by seeing my father in aviation. He spent over 24 years working in the airline industry, with roles as a station manager in the Maldives and as an aircraft dispatcher for various types of aircraft, including the Airbus A380 for Emirates in the UK. I was also inspired by my grandfather, who was a mechanical engineer for the Parliament in Sri Lanka. I loved watching him invent gadgets as I was growing up and explain the engineering theories to me. During school, my favourite subjects were science, maths, and art. I was very practical, but it was steered away from the more hands-on subjects like engineering and more towards separate sciences. This naturally made me think that medicine would be a career to consider, but being practically minded, I struggled to be certain of this until I had experienced this firsthand. So how will you know if you like doing something until you experience it? I'm fortunate to have very supportive parents who organised a range of work experience placements so that I could have a sneak peek into different industries and roles. This included creating design marketing material for Weber Shandwick, a public relations company in the UK. I was very lucky to get a placement at a general hospital in Sri Lanka, where I got to watch an emergency caesarean section being performed. Let's just say that the mother wasn't the only one who was scarred for life that day. While in Sri Lanka, I also went to Holcim Lanka, a cement manufacturing company, where I got to understand the quality of engineering processes. Back in the UK, I spent some time in a pathology lab to investigate different specimens for potential diseases. My final placement was shadowing an engineer at Oman Air at Heathrow Airport, where I actually got to experience being in the tug when it was towing an aircraft, and it was the placement that I enjoyed the most. This work experience was invaluable as it gave me an instant feel of my likes and dislikes in certain jobs. As Einstein once said, the only source of knowledge is experience. My work experience was invaluable and made me realise that engineering encompassed my creativeness and curiosity and was a subject for me to pursue. With my decision made to pursue engineering, I started a degree in aeronautical engineering at the University of Salford. After researching, I decided that I wanted to take a placement year to get real-life working experience, so I worked hard to get a first in my first year to help me secure one. I secured an industrial placement year at Technicover, a mechanical engineering company who specialise in security products which protect the critical national infrastructure. This experience I gained from my placement was invaluable. I was able to gain engineering skills that I couldn't have learned at university. The beauty of engineering lies in the fact that it's such a vast industry in terms of specialisms, The skills you learn are transferable, so you aren't stuck in one job role. No one told me that at the time, and I found this out for myself during my placement year. Here I found my passion as a design engineer, and I gained real-life practical experience of the operation of a typical engineering company. After achieving a first-class degree, I always knew that the next step in my career was to complete a master's. I secured a knowledge transfer partnership, KTP for short, which allowed me to manage a 2-year funded project in industry, gain personal development, as well as complete a master's, all at the same time. My KTP was between the University of Salford and Technocover and focused on security products. The project aim was to improve the design process for security products and make it more cost-effective and quicker. I was able to do this by creating and implementing modern prototyping and research tools, which can be used to predict future testing. The methodologies introduced at the company were shown to reduce 42% of the physical test costs of a product and reduce the timescales of a new product by 21 days. The KTP was a big stepping stone in my career so far and allowed me to gain skills which I can now use in my career moving forward. I had a development budget and I needed to choose how I was going to use it. I split this up into management skills, engineering skills, and skills needed for the future. The management skills were a Chartered Management Institute Level 5 award and a yellow and green belt in Lean Six Sigma. Engineering skills were a solid simulation course and an understanding structural behaviour course. These, along with my master's degree, allowed me to become an incorporated engineer affiliated with IMechE, and I'm currently working towards my chartership. I was also involved with a lot of STEM promotion through events and networking, but found having a full-time job, it was hard to commit my time to this, even though it was a passion of mine. On the completion of my KTP and Masters, I was looking for a way to still do engineering projects, as well as promote women in engineering and STEM. I've made it my mission to be a female leader in engineering, to be the female engineering role model I never had when I was at the start of my career. This is why I set up my own company, Techwuman Ltd, so I could still work on engineering projects, as well as devote time to promote women in engineering and STEM. So Techwuman is an engineering consultancy company specialising in design engineering for the physical security of critical national infrastructure. Our company's mission is to empower women in engineering, improve gender parity in the industry, and promote STEM careers to the next generation. Did you know only 13% of engineers in the UK are female? We need to do more to improve gender equality in all of the STEM industries. So what do we do to try and change this? We write and feature in blogs raising awareness of STEM and diversity. We participate in campaigns, offer mentoring services to females considering a career in STEM, be active STEM ambassadors and role models, as well as delivering STEM activity days. Here are a few companies and institutions that we've collaborated with so far to make our voice heard worldwide. A few of my personal highlights included being part of the 1 Million Women in STEM and writing articles for Avanti and the Female Lead to celebrate International Women in Engineering Day 2019 and 2020. Check out our social media profiles to follow our mission. We've partnered with Up Education to guide students wanting to study abroad at 6 universities and 13 colleges throughout New Zealand and Australia. So the services that we provide include guidance on an appropriate course, supporting students through the enrolment and visa processes, as well as throughout their studies and during their stay in New Zealand or Australia. And finally, career guidance following the completion of their degree. So there's evidence to show that girls lose interest in STEM subjects as they get older, and I've experienced that firsthand. I was one of 2 females in my physics and maths A-level classes, which had around 20 to 30 students, one of 5 females of a batch of 60 in my first year of my degree and the first female employed in the technical department on my industrial placement year. These facts spurred me on to make a change. Techwuman delivers activity days to primary schools across the UK to promote STEM at a grassroots level. So these are bespoke activity days which provide pupils with the opportunity to meet our STEM ambassadors who have a variety of different roles in STEM industries. They're from different backgrounds and they are of different genders. These activity days are designed to provide opportunities for pupils to understand STEM concepts, but also whilst having fun. I believe the best way to promote STEM is by using real-life STEM role models from the industry, so the pupils can speak to our STEM ambassadors and hear about different job roles, and they realise that they don't have to look or behave a certain way to embark on a particular career. The Techwuman STEM Ambassador Programme is designed to train people from the STEM industry to give back to the industry by being role models and allowing them to share their career pathways and knowledge. So far, Techwuman has successfully delivered STEM activity days to over 1,300 pupils across the UK, and this is just the start. I'm proud to say over 70% of our ambassadors are female. So what's in it for you? It's a rewarding role with an opportunity to give back to the next generation. Networking opportunities within our team of ambassadors, mentoring from the Techwuman team. You also get a daily rate with travel, accommodation, and food expenses covered. The activity days take a lot of organising, but hearing girls announce that they want to be an engineer, just like me, at the end of an activity day, and seeing how much fun that the pupils have had fills me with pride. Looking back at my time in school, I wish that I had these opportunities. Maybe then my decision to choose engineering would have been made much, much sooner. The key pieces of advice I would like everyone to take from today are to try and get as much work experience as you can. This will help you understand your likes and dislikes and decide the best career for you. You might not always end up in the job that you are studying your degree in, and that is fine. In this industry, the skills are transferable, which can be used in many STEM careers. Get involved in campaigns to be role models for the next generation. We're always looking for more STEM ambassadors. If you're interested, apply on the Techwuman website. If you believe in something, get involved and see how you can help make a difference. Always give 100%. If you're not fully committed, you'll never know what you could have achieved. Thank you for listening to my story, and please follow our mission on our social media platforms.